whack from the floor.
So whenever we go off the yard, I always start Friday off with a nice relaxing task to get him settled in the new environment and really relaxed. So we start off by having a set of 3 poles on a curve, trotting over them in each direction, and then adding in more poles in between, just building up progressively. And then I take him for a nice canter after a walk and a trot, just off his back, letting him move. And then I build up to sitting down in the saddle, change the rein, and then give him a canter the other way. So again, I'm in a light seat, kind of off his back. I'm sat down again now. Just relaxing him, showing him all the fences. He'd not been in this arena in a really long time. And it's really, really spooky up by the hedges with the judges' boxes. So after I've had a canter, bring him back to walk and let him relax, catch his breath before we start jumping him. So to start, we just pop him over a small cross pole. I like to come in a really, really steady canter and get him in nice and deep to the fence. Then we come in the other direction, jumps out really sweetly. And in between the fences, I like to get off his back just to let him move. The canter is underpowered, but while the fences are really small, we don't need a big, impulsive canter. So here we are coming to a slightly bigger cross pole. I sit down just before the fence and he jumps it lovely. I think this is an upright on the other rein. And I stay off his back after the fences as well. And then we do our first little combination of fences. So this upright, which I put him nice and deeply to, and he jumps it nicely. And then we're coming up to a dog leg line. So he jumps that upright really nicely. And then I half halt, sit him back, get ready for the oxer, which you get a deep shot to, and he jumps beautifully. So then we're coming around to jump a double. So it's really spooky down here at Kiso. So I was just keeping the nice steady canter, getting him focused on the fence. He jumps in really nicely, jumps out nicely. We're on dog leg to a slightly bigger oxer. I just soften my hands and let him jump. He jumped that really, really nicely. Now we're coming around to a related distance with an oxer in and an upright out. I think it's 5 strides. So he comes in, hits the jump on a really great stride, jumps in really nicely, sits and waits for the upright and jumps out carefully as well. And then this is actually the last line that we jumped of the day, a really tall upright to a big square oxer. So he jumps the upright really, really nicely, really careful, and then comes on down to the oxer in a bigger canter and jumps it really, really nicely. So those were just some raws from our lesson at Kiso. We didn't do very much because we went to Berry Farm the next day for a competition, so I didn't want to tire him out. But yeah, he jumped really, really, really well. So I just thought I'd share this video with you guys to show you what we do in prep for a show.